Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Those Nerds You Know. My name is Ethan.
I'm Eddie.
And we are Those Nerds You Know.
Hello.
Yeah, and this week, as the title suggests, we're going to be talking about Luke Cage.
Who?
That difficult to watch Netflix show.
Difficult to watch.
From Marvel. Okay, look. You know how I felt about this going in.
Well, I knew how you felt about the first season.
True.
You didn't
but
like
I'd heard that the second one was good, so I was going to give it a chance, and I did. I watched it much more slowly than the first one, which is why it's taken us a while to get to it, because it's been out for a bit now, I'm sure.
About a month.
Yeah. Whereas normally we'd have rushed to get it all watched. Well, I guess David and I would have. I don't know. Didn't we take our time with Punisher too?
Yeah. No,
so,
it's the fatigue is starting to set in with all the Marvel things that are coming out, so it's better to just, relax and enjoy the shows as opposed to freaking going through them and chewing them up. Definitely
agree. That being said, this one still wasn't very enjoyable, but that's all right.
Disagree.
You disagree. It was better than the first season, most definitely.
I'll agree with that.
Easily better than that. I think it was better because of the Luke Cage that we got, who wasn't afraid to go out and actually beat some people up and act like a hero and defend people.
We got a lot more personal with Luke as opposed to last season.
Very, very true. Yes, got to see his dad in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Got to
experience an awkward romance between Shades and Mariah.
Ugh.
That was so fun.
Yeah.
Every time.
It was so bad.
So awkward.
Yeah. Yeah, we got introduced to a couple of new characters that are even harder to care about. And a couple that are really easy to care about. So I loved Bushmaster.
Yeah.
I liked him a lot, and I wish he would have been the one to kill Mariah.
Yeah.
Because he deserved it. If anyone in this story deserved to get what he was going for, I think Bushmaster hardcore deserved it.
Alone, just from the backstory alone, is you definitely should have been able to.
On top of that, all of the effort that he put in, everything he was putting himself through, and then everything that all the crap he got for doing it, losing basically everyone he knows outside of his one friend. Oh my gosh, I knew his name for the longest, and now I'm blanking on his name. His close friend who's with him till the end. What is his name? The one who doesn't die. The only Jamaican that doesn't die aside from Bushmaster. Anansi? Something like that?
I don't know, something like that.
Anansi. Yes. That's his name, I'm pretty sure. Almost certain. Anyways. I really liked Bushmaster. I'd love to see him come back, honestly, if they can manage that. But he's probably going to die very soon of his horrible nightshade addiction. So...
Most likely.
Poor guy.
But, revenge doesn't pay, and that's the lesson we learn.
Yeah, supposedly. Gosh. And then we get, who else is new? We meet Mariah's daughter, Tilda.
Tilda Johnson.
Yes.
Doesn't share her mother's last name.
Just about to look that up. She's that Tilda Johnson Marvel? I'm wondering if she's if that's an alter ego of a villain or a hero or something like that.
She was Dr. Nightshade or Deadly Nightshade.
Nightshade, formerly known as Dr. Nightshade and Deadly Nightshade. It's a fictional character appearing. Yeah, okay, cool. Makes sense. They even show her. Okay, so
she's a werewolf, apparently. That's interesting.
She? What?
That's what the cover is on the Wikipedia article I'm looking at.
What?
Queen of the Werewolves, it says.
Queen of the Werewolves. It's like she's you.
Are you calling me a queen of the werewolves? But this was back in like August of.
Wow, look at that! That werewolf is. It looks like a bat.
Really, yeah, well, you know.
Captain America and the Falcon. What with blah 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 blah. Anyway, yeah, she shows up. I feel. I guess we can get to it later, but like I feel like the way they push her into being a villain is kind of contrived.
Yeah, it's a bit shoehorned.
Yeah, it's just it's very shoehorned. Yes, that's how I felt. Like it was a bit quick. But the theme I think with this show for me seems to be people acting in a way that doesn't make sense to the knowledge they should have and the characteristics they seem to have. It's just weird. Like, primarily...
You feel it's too stiff as a story, is what you're saying. There's not a lot of give in their actions.
I don't know if that's what I'm saying. It's more that, like, their actions don't make sense to me. Like, for instance, my least favorite character, probably ever, Misty Knight.
Really?
I just don't like her. I don't like her so much. She makes no sense to me. And, like, because, like, 1 second she's, like, reprimanding people, and she's like, oh, we should, like, hold up the law, and the law is the key, and the next minute she's planting the freaking evidence on someone, and the next minute
she almost
like,
did. She didn't actually do that.
Whatever. And then she's like, there's this point where she's like, she's just so self-righteous, and her only response to any other person talking ever is to either be snarky with them and be a jerk to them, or actually no, that's about her only response, I think. Yeah. That's about her only response
sassy.
To anyone saying anything, either helpful or otherwise. Like, it just doesn't, like, she's ridiculous to me.
I like Misty.
One moment she's like, I'm not going to be a cop anymore because it's going to turn me into a bad cop. And I'm like, great, because you're the worst cop here. Please go away. And then, like, the next day they're like, hey, you wanna be the boss of the cops? And she's like, yeah, that's fine. I'll do that. And I'm like, what? Who are you?
You know, as opposed to one of her peers being murdered, like... No, there's no good reason for her to assume that position.
No, there really isn't. She resigned.
No, I was being sarcastic.
No, I know you were, but I'm defending my point.
Oh my gosh.
And then, like, I can't take anything she says seriously, though. Like, because she's just, like, always pissed off at someone about something, regardless of whether or not she has, like, acted in the same way as that person is. So, like, when she's reprimanding Nandi and White Cop about... because they're, like, laughing, I think, at, like... They're laughing at Luke Cage getting beat up by Bushmaster. And she's like, right. A Harlem citizen was just assaulted, and you're laughing? Coming from the woman who just, like, hours earlier, the night before, let Luke go after he nearly killed a Harlem citizen. And I'm like, who are you? Are you a Skrull?
I mean, I can.
What is up?
Are you a Skrull?
I don't understand your emotions. I don't understand. I don't like it. If you're gonna be for the law and strictly the law, then be that all the time. Like, I feel like she just picks and chooses when things are okay as they pertain to her specifically. Like, whenever things are conveniently work for her, that's when it's okay to bend the rules or not bend the rules.
I mean, that doesn't make a bad character, though. Like, she's just an opportunist.
I think it is. But she's not acting like an opportunist. Like that's a good thing for a villain, but this is someone we're supposed to respect as a good cop, and I never can. Also, from the moment we are introduced to her in the first season, we're introduced to her as she, like, lies about who she is to Luke and sleeps with him. So I just, like, from the moment I see her, I'm just like, I don't trust you one smidge. There was something else too. What was it? Oh, there was she had a spat with Luke. So when they're hiding in the Rand facility, and Mariah's like, I want immunity, and Missy's like, no, and Luke's like, well, but maybe we should. And they get in a fight, and she's like, you can't be considering this, yada yada, whatever. And it's just like, first off, Luke, at best is a vigilante, at worst is a criminal, but definitely is just a civilian. He has no power to grant her immunity. Why is he even in this argument? Like, and why are you, Misty, getting upset over it? Like, you could just say, that's fine, Luke, I enjoy your opinion, thanks, I'm a cop though, and I can do this and you can't, so no.
Well, I mean, she has a higher respect for Luke.
But instead we have this big argument over it, and it was just very strange to me. Like, they're acting like Luke literally had the ability to override Misty's opinion and say, hey, we should give her immunity, when he really just didn't. And it's just...
Well, she has a higher respect for Luke, and it values his opinion, especially since he's the one that's basically doing the work for them and stuff. So I wouldn't say that she's seeing his opinion as something that can be overriding hers, just more as like they've been through a lot together and they want to, see each other as a pillar of I don't know, of the law, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But I guess maybe if she just spoke in a different tone, because she just has the same tone every time she speaks to me. And that is, your opinion doesn't matter, mine does, please just listen to me. And that's like the only thing I hear out of her every time she says anything to anyone ever, no matter what they're talking about. And she always has like a scoff to her. And so I'm like, do you do anything else, Misty? Like, it's just, it's so weird to me. Like,
I don't know. I like her. I like Misty.
She's just very one-dimensional to me. It's just like...
Her outfits were great, though, as well. Like, all of her outfits. Like, she had, 4 different outfits throughout the series. And it was... Okay. Especially her last one in the club.
In the club, yeah. I don't recall them being very...
It was mostly her hair. I like how they were doing her hair. Like, they were different each time. But the last outfit was really nice. It had the red and gold.
Yeah, that dress. Yeah. That's cool. It's just I just don't like it when she talks. Like, anytime she talks, I'm just like,
She's just a sassy woman. Very sassy.
All she is. I'm like, you have to have more depth. You can't just be an angry, self-righteous person the whole time. Why are you so unlikable? And it's bad because I'm supposed to like her, right? Like she's one of the main characters. She's one of the quote-unquote good guys. I'm supposed to be on her side, but I can't ever be because she's so cocky. It blows my mind.
Well,
and
we'll just have to agree to disagree there, Mr. Ethan.
That's fine. No, we can't. That's the beauty of debates. I guess anything we can. The beauty of podcasts is we can have 2 people on the same show with 2 different opinions, Eddie.
What?
That's okay.
Impossible.
We can have a right opinion and a wrong opinion, and it's fine. No one will stop listening to us because of it. No, that's okay. I don't know. Who is the most annoying to you in this show?
I don't know. Mariah wasn't very enjoyable to me.
Yeah, I hate that.
She floundered a lot.
Oh my god.
Throughout the entire series, and people were still showing her respect and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
she should have died a long time ago. Oh, when Shades just picked her up and threw her on the desk and was choking. I was like, yes, Shades, do it. End it right now. Let's go. I am all for this. Kill this hoe right now. But no, he didn't. I like Shades.
Shades was alright, yeah. I liked his freak out. The building freak out of his friend killing his friend.
Right, yeah.
And that building into being I am gonna turn Mariah in.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. When he was like when he was like super shook at the restaurant when they were burning the guy.
Yeah, that was.
He was like, "Holy crap, what is happening?" Like this moment of realization just flood over him. He's like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shays was definitely a good character. It's just the romance between him and Mariah.
Oh yeah, no, that was definitely strange. But like
super awkward.
Shades to me seems like if Misty were a criminal, like where he is very much an opportunist. Mm-hmm. And it seems to be like that's always been his thing. Like he's always been cocky and he's always been calm and sort of collected, and he's just been looking for the best opportunity for himself. And that's sort of always how it's been, and it's weird to say that I admire that. I don't know. In a criminal, I guess that's what I want. And so, like, yeah. Ugh. I liked him a lot. But Mariah was just a crazy lady that should have died a lot sooner than she did.
Yeah. I don't think the entire season should have revolved around her. But...
Yeah, most definitely. And was it an unsatisfying ending to you?
No, I think it wrapped up pretty nicely with Luke being the owner of
the king,
Harlem's paradise, which I don't know why people still go there. To be honest,
yeah, no, I'm
there's been so many murders.
Yes,
in that club, I don't know why they're still going.
They pack that place out every night, like. Yeah. During the day, it's just like a gangster hub, and somebody dies, and then at night they're like, "Let's party, y'all," and everybody's like, "Woo!" And I'm like, "What's? Don't y'all know?"
Like you guys have great music and stuff, but why do artists want to go there?
Yeah, precisely. It's like, who are you getting to go to this place?
Very
come and perform. Another thing that annoyed me at the very end, I think it's the last episode. Luke and Sugar are in the barbershop, and DW's there, right? Yeah, that's his name. This is the guy who's always like filming Luke and stuff. And Anansi comes in, and he's like, "I'm not here to hurt anybody, don't worry. I heard what happened I heard Mariah died, and yada, 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 you're the king, whatever. Walk good," whatever he says, and he leaves. And then, like, DW and Luke Cage get into this argument where DW's like, I don't understand his logic at all. Because DW looks at me, he's like, "You mean to tell me you threaten people into not doing crime here? That's terrible. I can't stand for it. Get out of here." And I'm like, what? What? What are you talking about? Like, you're the guy who follows him around, records him beating up people, and like hypes him and sells his merch, and you're getting pissed at him for doing his job?
That was a bit weird.
I didn't buy that at all. Like, it was so strange to me. I don't know what he was upset about.
I mean, maybe it was like because he didn't want to see Luke be in the same position that Mariah and Cottonmouth were in. I don't know.
I gathered that. I just don't know what his alternative was.
Yeah. No, like, I get you.
What else did you want this man to do? Like,
right.
So weird. Anyways, yeah. Another, also, like, shortly after that, when they're at the, like, when the lawyer's reading out the Mariah's will, and we essentially get the idea that Tilda is pissed off at Luke because Mariah gave Luke the club.
Yeah.
I'm like, why do you care at all about anything that has to do with your mother? Like,
yeah, I thought about that too. At first, I was like, "That's you didn't really want that to begin with, I don't think."
Yeah, you wanted nothing to do with the family, and just like, I cannot. I really hope she doesn't end up being an enemy in the new series, and that this is her motivation. Like, my mama, who I hate, gave you this club that I never wanted, and now I hate you. And I'm like, what? Like,
Maybe that was like an underlying like character trait. Maybe she actually really did respect her mother and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely not.
And really wanted the club.
No, we cannot. No, I cannot buy that whatsoever. It's so weird. Like, that's what I mean by like this season being just like defined by people doing things that I don't expect them to do. Like, you built this. We spent hours of episodes building this up, that you hate the Stokes, that the last Stokes is now dead because Mariah's dead, and you don't want anything to do with him, and you want to make a better life for you, and now you're going to turn into a supervillain because your mom gave away something to someone else that you supposedly don't even care about. It was so weird.
Yeah.
Ugh. I like Luke in this for the most part. I don't think that I have a whole lot of problem with Luke, other than like he definitely should have got his anger in check.
Yeah.
Sooner.
I liked the scene where he and what's her face?
Describe her.
His love interest.
Claire.
Yeah, Claire. Okay, I did like that scene where they get into a confrontation, and immediately Luke's like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
It's good. It's good for him. Good for them both, I think.
Yeah. I'm surprised Claire didn't get a lot more screen time in this, but
yeah,
I guess it's understandable with what they wanted to accomplish.
Yeah, what they wanted to convey.
Yeah.
And how he's kind of choosing.
Claire needs her own freaking
life.
Netflix series. Like, I don't know what they're doing.
Stitching
it's
up
like
heroes.
just make her the freaking
night nurse.
Yeah, already, because that's what she is. I mean, it's obviously what they're building up for her to be.
I don't know.
But,
maybe I assume she'll show up in Daredevil 3. So I'm super
oh yeah,
excited
no,
for
definitely.
I was really happy that Danny Rand showed up.
Yeah.
I was so excited when that happened, because I was gonna be real pissed if he didn't. Because like we saw, what's his girlfriend's name?
Electra.
It's not Nicole, is it?
No, that's Daredevil's.
That's
what
Daredevil's.
am I talking about? I don't know. I don't remember.
Anyway, Daughter of the Dragon #1 shows up to help out Misty for a bit. I'm like, okay, that's cool. And then they're hiding it. They're like, they call Danny and they're hiding out in a Rand thing. And I'm like, if Danny doesn't show up, I'm gonna lose my crap. And he does, and it's great, and I love it.
Yeah. And their interaction was really nice too. Like, it's very obvious that Danny is a meme to the whole team now.
At least to Luke. Is that what you said?
A meme, yes, as in, the immortal Iron Fist. You've had to fight a dragon, blah 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 blah. Just making fun of him, like, to his face. It's
okay. Start over with, it's very obvious that Danny is a what?
A meme.
A meme. Okay.
Danny's a meme to the. I mean, not only to the Defenders, but like especially to Luke.
Yes.
Luke, it loves messing with him,
and
it's great to see Danny respond with such seriousness about it.
Yes, and something I loved was seeing Danny chill. Like,
yeah,
he's
not overly, angry about things.
Yes, not ridiculous. He's calm. He cut his hair.
As martial artists are supposed to.
Yes, he's finally seeming like the actual Iron Fist.
Yeah.
That he's supposed to be. Because, like, Iron Fist is calm and pretty centered, and he does give out little bits of, like, weird Asian sounding wisdom, like, you know what I mean? Like, that is something that he does. That's his character trait. And so, like, he was so weird and different and crazy in his own series and in the Defenders that I was so shook by him. I was like why? Who are you? It was so good to see him sort of
act like he's supposed to be.
Yeah. Actually be his character. Like, that was so nice.
I think they got the reaction from the first season of the Iron Fist, and
hopefully
they were like, "Oh crap,
yes.
we made a lot of people mad."
Yes, and it seems as though they've hopefully earned this. So if that's the Danny Rand we're getting in this new Iron Fist season, I'm super on board and ready.
Yeah, well, they have to do better with the choreography. But
that's also true, yes.
But they did well with the scenes that he was in Luke Cage. So
I think so too. It was really freaking cool.
Like, it was a lot better than what we saw with the blur effects and stuff. And
yes, I was really.
The camera
I was
shots.
Well, I think they can still do a lot better with some certain angles with some of their fight scenes and things, and like some of them just aren't shot. Some of the way they shoot it sometimes just makes the action seem slower than it should be, in my opinion. But anyway. But yeah, I liked having him there. I liked that he was sort of a center for Luke, and that he helped him, I don't know, correct his chi or whatever it was he was there to do. Like, it was just good, and it was good to see the two of them interacting. I seriously hope that Luke comes in for 1 or 2 episodes of the next Iron Fist.
Yeah.
I think they'll do that. I think they're getting more keen to that.
Yeah, like crossovers from other areas. Yeah, I think so too.
Took them way too long to get to that point, but I think it's something they should have been doing early on anyway. And hopefully they'll continue to do it.
So did you pick up on the "Where's my money, honey"?
Oh my gosh, I forgot.
Oh my god. When I heard that, I about died.
Oh yes, that's so true. I forgot about that.
It was so easily fit into that scene because he was talking about the money that he wanted while protecting that guy.
Oh man.
And like when I heard it, my mind blew. I was like, "Holy crap!"
Great.
They actually used the line.
Yes. Where's my money, honey? If any of
where's my money,
if any
honey?
of you listeners don't know what we're talking about, you should look up the the Weekly Planet. It's a podcast, a great podcast that does what we do but better, and they
do mainly like movies and comic books.
Yeah,
and
they do a certain segment called Caravan of Garbage, or like a program called Caravan of Garbage, and one of them they read through an old Luke Cage comic, and that is one of the lines that he says in it to Dr. Doom, which is fantastic.
And it's not even like they touched on it, but apparently it's like it's a pretty big meme among the comic book like readers and stuff, because if you type it into Google, it comes up, like all that whole comic strip and stuff comes up.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
That's so great. Yeah, that's good. So that's good. It was good to see him, and I wish he'd have hung out longer, but it's fine. What else do we see in here? What else is? I like kind of all the espionage between the gangs and the snitches, different things of that. That was cool. Like, this guy's actually working for this guy, and this girl's actually working for this girl, and this
cop's working for these people.
Yeah, very comic booky. I liked it. It's just,
There's some pretty crazy scenes of like violence in this one too, like especially like the heads on the pikes, like whenever Mariah opens her museum or whatever it was. Like that was pretty disturbing to be honest. And like seeing Piranha's head in a piranha tank.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that.
Like, holy crap! Because you don't know if he's dead or not. Like, because the last scene we see him in is him like taking the stocks from Mariah's like company to give to Bushmaster, and then like the next scene is like, oh well, there's his head. Well, it's not even that. I think it's like much later in the episode that they find him.
Yep.
And I don't know. It's just calm down, Netflix. Jeez.
Yeah, it's pretty intense. Gore in this is pretty nuts. And
like like we touched on earlier, the burning of that bar owner.
Yeah.
Of Bushmaster's dad, I guess, or his.
It's his uncle.
Yeah, his uncle. And it's just, jeez. It was in detail too. It's like they freaking left the camera on him as he became ablaze.
intense. Yeah, it was a lot to take in.
And then there's like the shooting of all of the other people.
Yeah,
it's pretty intense.
What else? I'm just not sure if I like where Luke ends up, because I'm just like, now he's this suave business owner. I wonder if he ever does that in the comics. I imagine maybe he does. Maybe they're pulling this from something where he becomes the
head of the
owner of this club,
Harlem's
nightclub.
Paradise.
Or maybe this is his actual base of operations at some point. Don't know.
I don't know. Could be.
But yeah, it seems well. But it does seem like, he's taking this. He decides to not see Claire at the end, and he's like, "This is my life now. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm dedicated entirely to protecting Harlem," and he seems to be on a good way of doing that. I also really liked when Danny was there and they were talking about, like, he was talking to him about, like, we defend New York. That's what we're doing. We're here. We might be in different neighborhoods. That's fine, but we're here to fight off people. And I like very much that this season, and this series, Luke Cage in both seasons, is really only fighting against typical type of crime. Like they're fighting against mobsters and gangsters, yes, drug runners and gun runners and all these things. There's nothing mystical here, nothing crazy. There's no dragon bones. It's just he's just fighting actual street level crime, which is what I think we want in these series. Which is what I want out of these series. I wouldn't mind if they had some more little tidbits of crazy things, like how they have hammer weapons. I wouldn't mind if they have more alien tech and things of that nature. They would delve into some of that, like people running crazy weapons or super weapons or things of that nature. And I wouldn't mind if they started introducing more Marvel, like, superheroes and things that are more street level. I think that would be great. I don't like we don't need to go crazy supernatural, but I think it is good to just have them and have them run against mobsters and different things of that nature, because those are a big deal. That crime is big and real in the Marvel universe, which is just a mirror of our universe. So it's big in our universe, and like the Marvel movies are mainly about gigantic world-ending threats.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just.
Yeah, I would like to see a bit more crossover. But that's our comment on all of these series.
Yeah, I think so.
But I don't know if Disney's gonna want to let them do that, because they don't own Netflix.
That's very true.
So, well, not yet, anyway.
No, not yet. We shall see.
Yeah.
Another along those lines though. We both have mentioned how we don't think like Mariah should have been the main subject of all this. I don't feel like one solid narrative is really the best way to go about what they were doing. Like, I would much rather if this was a little more serial and there was like just like a freak of the week or some type of like thing they're dealing with each episode that's could be apart from other ones, you know what I mean?
So like non-episodic.
Yeah, like maybe have 2 or 3 episodes that's dedicated to one bad guy or one arc, and then have a couple more where we're doing something else, or have this one episode where it's just a new gang taking the place of an old one and we gotta go, like, just things like that, you know what I mean? Rather than having to watch a 13-hour story unfold.
Well, I don't know about that, because myself, I think that the longer sequel, to each episode, a sequel to the previous one depends on the story and how good it is. Because if it's a good story, then you probably won't mind that there's 13 episodes of it, like Daredevil.
I guess that is very true. I don't mind that.
It really depends on it. Like, you didn't like Luke Cage, so
no, I really didn't.
So that I feel like that might be a slightly skewed opinion, but
maybe so. That's probably true.
But
But do you feel like this was? Do you feel like this season was a good story? Did you like the story it told?
It was alright. I mean, last season they did 6 episodes dedicated to Cottonmouth, and then 6 to both Mariah and his brother, I think.
Both Mariah and his brother.
Yeah, Luke's brother.
Hold on, repeat that again.
The first half of Luke Cage, the first season, was about Cottonmouth.
Yes.
And then the second half of this season was about Mariah and Diamondback.
Yeah.
Which, they could have done the same thing for this, or for like not have so much time on Mariah, like focus a bit more on Bushmaster.
I agree.
Even though he did get a lot of screen time, to be fair.
He did. I feel like he could have had a better ending to his arc, though.
Yeah. Definitely. I'll agree with that.
Yeah. It just seems like Mariah still kind of won.
Well, she did die, so...
She did die, but she did also get Luke Cage to come and defend her again.
Yeah.
From Bushmaster. And Bushmaster still didn't get what he wanted, and got all of his family killed by Mariah. Yeah. So I'm just like, And then we had to have Tilda kill her mom, and I'm just like, why couldn't you just leave? Like, just... Like, kudos for being crazy and sneaky with how you killed her, but I don't know. It was just
What'd you think about Comic-Con?
Well, Comic-Con.
Or the things from Comic-Con trailers and stuff.
Well, so we can talk about that a bit. Do we want to sum up our Luke Cage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Might as well, because I don't feel like we have very much else to say about it.
No, yeah, I think it was better than the first season. I stand by that. I think it's just my overall opinion is that it's just hard for me to follow sometimes because some of the characters I think suck. And some of the people who should get their just desserts don't, and other people who shouldn't do. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it more than the first one, and to the spectrum of the Netflix Marvel shows, it is on the lower area, but because it's like Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Punisher, and then we get into the bottom ones like Luke Cage. It's top of the bottom, but still lower on the spectrum.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Luke Cage season 2 is definitely better than season 1.
It's better than Iron Fist, to be sure.
Yes, season 2 is, yes, absolutely. Luke Cage and Iron Fist are both at the bottom of the barrel for me. The first seasons of both of them, both very equal time wasters in my opinion.
Wow. I wouldn't go that far.
No,
Iron Fist is really bad.
I would definitely go that far. No, they were a waste of my time, both of them.
Ethan. Such harsh opinions.
No, they're real opinions. But yeah. So our overall opinion combined together is that it's pretty okay.
Yep, it's alright.
Don't rush out to see it if you don't wanna.
Because it's gonna be in your living room regardless.
If you wanna watch one every month, go for it. That's fine. But yeah, Comic-Con. So I haven't watched everything that's come out. I've watched several things. You see that Shazam trailer?
The only trailer I saw was Titans. Because of its
let's talk about that trailer.
Okay.
Holy crap.
What a pile of garbage.
What a steaming pile of hot garbage. Oh my god!
I only watched it because of the YouTube guy that made a parody about it. And I was like,
sweet! All the sweet memes from that.
Yeah.
Oh gosh!
And then I saw it on Reddit, and I was like, "Is this like accurate?" And then I watched it, and I was like, "Oh my god, it is completely accurate."
I don't understand DC. I don't get it. Like what's running through your mind? To be like, you know what people love?
That's what the kids like these days.
Show that we canceled several years ago.
Let's make it gritty and dark.
We should make it even grittier and darker because they're all grown up now, right? It's not like they want that same old TV show back that they love so much. They probably just want something very, very different. In fact, why don't we just take all the characters that they know and love, make them totally different, much darker, and just all around
Batman.
They'll love it. And I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
What are you thinking? Why is So Teen Titans, the animated TV show, did, I guess, great. I don't really know about how its ratings were when it was on TV, but it did well enough for 5 seasons, and people love the crap out of it. So much so that a lot of people hate Teen Titans Go just on principle. Even though Teen Titans Go is plenty funny.
Yeah.
It's a fine show. It's like so like I don't understand looking at those properties. Like someone who looks at the Teen Titans animated series that was on Cartoon Network that did great and that people love, and then that Teen Titans Go, and they're like, well, people hate Teen Titans Go because it's not as serious or dark as the original Teen Titans, right? And it's like, no, people hate Teen Titans Go because all they wanted was for you to keep making that first one.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want you to make this live action crap where Robin's like, F Batman, and kills people. And like shoots
slicing their neck, shooting them, stomping on necks.
Yes.
As Robin does normally do all the time.
Yep. Normal Tuesday night for Robin. Just what? I don't understand.
So much, like, there's so many shots of like blood and stuff, and I'm just like,
so much.
What are you doing? What is this? This isn't like at all good.
Yes.
And the blood didn't even look good to me. Like, it just looked like juice.
Everything looked so bad. Like, and why you have Young Justice coming out? Why make this? Why is this your play? Why is this the live action thing?
Because they need to get their streaming service off the ground and like put that on there.
I don't understand. Leave it alone. Leave Teen Titans alone. If you're not going to give us what we all obviously want, which is the older cartoon back, don't give us anything on it. You have Young Justice coming out, which has a lot of the same characters in animated form. Mm-hmm. So obviously you're not going to make another animated thing to compete with that. Like, you're not going to continue the original Teen Titans show like we would all like you to do, but instead you are giving us Young Justice, which is another thing that we wanted them to do. So great. Good on you. Well done. Good decision. I will probably get it just to watch that, honestly.
Is it not going to be on Netflix?
No, that's all going to be on their streaming app.
Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. When they announced that, like, sometime last year, they were like, hey, we're making Justice or Young Justice Season 3, and it's going to air on our streaming service. And we were all like, what's that? And now we know that it's this. And we're like, well,
the DC Universe.
Yeah, just... Oh my gosh. I just don't understand. Like, you're just learning the wrong lessons. And why screw with a formula that works? I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Wow.
Like, if they want to do something dark and terrible with a Robin that beats people up, do the Red Hood story. Do Jason Todd coming back from the dead and beating the crap out of people in Gotham and shooting people up to get Batman's attention and hash out his angst with him. You know what I mean? That's a perfectly understandable place for all of this gore and Robin's killing people. That's what he's for.
But then you won't have that awesome Raven that's completely like,
oh my gosh,
scared of herself and like,
yeah, I did not like that.
I feel the darkness. I kind of like it.
Yeah. It's so weird. This is so strange.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know very much about Teen Titans, but I know enough to know that this isn't Teen Titans.
No, it's not.
Like in Starfire, like shooting fire, like she doesn't do that.
Yeah, no. Like, her character design was changed drastically, and I'm like, no one, like, I'm all for inclusion, whatever, changing things up, diversity, but like, everyone really likes Starfire as she was. It just seems like a very strange thing to change. I just, it seems like, yeah, all of those things seem weird to me to change up these Teen Titans characters that people really freaking like
including you,
including me, definitely me. I just, what?
Yeah, I wanted to hear what you were thinking about it whenever
it was so
I saw
weird.
it.
Like, I watched the
oh
trailer.
my god, Ethan must be like...
Yes, I watched the trailer and I was like, what is happening? There are so many good memes. There's so many good memes. The meme is just like shows him as being like F Batman, and this like Starfire from the original show, like looking at him with the squinty eyes. And then another panel, she's doing the same thing. She's like, "You are not Robin." Like, yes, that is super accurate. Yeah. So like, probably 2 years ago, when I originally heard that someone was trying to make a live-action Teen Titans show, I was like, all for it. I was like, yeah, let's go, because it was originally going to be on like TNT, I think.
Yeah.
Or AMC, I don't know. It was going to be on some, like, back when DC was just handing out TV shows to, like, everybody before they just decided to centralize them all to the CW. Someone was going to get a Titans show, and I was like, that sounds fine. And it looks pretty decent. They had, I think, a couple, at least, if they weren't entirely cast, they were at least thinking about casting a couple people, and I was like, yeah, this looks cool. That would be great. Whatever. Then that got canceled. Then it got... I guess
that's getting a movie
uncanceled for this, and now that I see what they've been doing, I'm just like, nope, never, please no. It's just, it looks.
I'm sorry.
Anyways, I cannot express any more of my dislike for it. I think I've exhausted that. So other things. Shazam looks alright. You haven't seen the trailer, but it looks like it might be light enough to not fall prey to the terrible darkness of the DC universe. So maybe it'll be different enough and good enough that I or someone else will enjoy it.
I heard Aquaman was pretty much like by the number.
Yeah, I heard it was pretty basic.
You didn't see it?
No, that's one I meant to watch today but didn't watch. But yeah, there's also a new Battle Angel Alita trailer out. A friend of mine asked me to watch it and give me his opinion. My
questionable.
Opinion. It looked all right.
James Cameron, what are you doing?
It was weird that the song playing in it is a cover of a Transformers song that Linkin Park wrote, and I'm like, this is a very strange choice. Why?
No, James Cameron, man. James Cameron.
But yeah, it doesn't look terrible.
Sorry. Like the big eyes are a bit weird, but
I mean,
I don't know why he wanted to carry over that specific thing from the anime or manga or whatever.
I don't know.
Manga.
Try something different. Who knows?
More power to you, Mr. Cameron. Yeah. Whatever you can do before those 4 other Avatar movies come out.
Yes. Maybe it won't be terrible.
Maybe.
What else? I don't think I've seen any trailers for like series. Like I know there have been. I think there's an Iron Fist trailer out.
I
And it's like I heard there's a Flash trailer. Haven't seen any of that. What else came out of Comic-Con?
Lego 2 movie.
Oh. Didn't hear about that. I haven't paid too much attention to it.
Yeah. I heard there was a Green Lantern's core script being written. So that should be interesting.
Fun junk. That'll be cool.
Godzilla is a king of monsters.
Oh yeah, that did come out. Mm-hmm. Haven't watched that either. Ugh, that's like what I'll be doing. That's what I'll be nerding out to this week, I guess. Is I'll be just basking in the flood of things from Comic-Con, and I'll be figuring that out so I can say more things next. I'll also be playing more Undertale. Mm-hmm. I started Undertale again.
Again? You started it?
Yeah, I started it last night. I didn't get as far as I got the first time because I got to a save point and then I kept playing and I died twice. And I was like, it's late and I'm tired of you. So I'll get back on tonight and try not to die again.
That's an extra challenge though, because you can't. I mean, you can, but you don't want to.
I could kill things, but I don't want to kill things, so it is a bit more of a challenge. Although in the first one, admittedly, my first round through, I don't think I killed a whole lot.
Yeah.
I maybe killed 2 monsters.
But knowing you would put it down after getting the neutral ending. It's like, no, Ethan, don't do that. You have to go back now.
Yes.
But yeah.
So, definitely, I don't know. I guess I'll report more on my feelings about it next week when we actually go over it. But I just find it so hard to deal with story-driven video games.
You're so weird, Ethan.
I'm one of those people. I really am. I'm one of those people that'll just speed through all the dialogue because all I care about is.
Don't do that.
I don't. I'm not.
Okay.
Because I understand that I shouldn't.
Yeah.
But that's like, I much prefer gameplay.
If there is a story game that you should play, it's definitely Undertale because it's got one of the best heartfelt stories that I've seen in a video game. So
that's cool. I'm trusting you. I'm just I never got very far, and so I'm trying to get far this week.
Okay. I can't wait.
Thanks. I don't know that I'm nerding out too much else. I'm still playing Pokemon Quest, and it's still annoying because I really want to progress, but I just can't right now. So, but other than that, yeah, I don't think I'm doing much.
I am still on the World of Warcraft train because the expansion comes out in 3 weeks.
Can you start that over?
Oh, I was saying that I have been playing World of Warcraft, and I'm still going to be talking about this for like the next month.
Oh, that's
right. Nerding out too.
Are you finally able to do your quest things?
Yeah, the part 1 started today. I've already gotten through it. It wasn't very long, to be fair.
Okay.
But basically what had happened is Azeroth, which is the world it takes place on, was stabbed by a Titan sword from the previous expansion because it's like his last blow to the world.
Righto.
And it's gigantic sword. Like, it's crazy what they did with the scale with this.
Huh.
But I'll have to send you a screenshot. But
please do.
Basically, it wounded Azeroth, and it made a whole bunch of like blood crystal to come out of it. It's very Final Fantasy-ish because like Square Enix likes to do the whole like world soul and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But basically, this Azerite, which is what they're calling it, is very powerful and one of the most powerful resources that is now on the planet. So the Horde and the Alliance are kind of squabbling over it. And at this point, the leader of the Horde is like trying to stop the Alliance from taking the Azerite so they can have control over everything. And it's just blah, but the story is that are coming up from it are pretty interesting because they're putting out a lot of like watercolor shorts, like animated shorts. They're beautiful and it's amazing, and I'm probably going to send you a link to that too because it's the latest one is about one of the more prominent characters who wished for peace but basically got crapped on, and now she's kind of mad.
Sounds about right.
And she's probably going to play a bigger part in the next expansion, so I'm excited.
Cool. So are these things that you can play through by yourself, or do you have to get a party together and raid?
I mean, you can do it by yourself. If you want to do like dungeons and raid, you will have to join up with a party. Mm-hmm. But Blizzard has an automated like matching party. They'll match you with people who are also wanting to do the same content and stuff. So.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Sweet.
But it's pretty good. It's definitely, I'm excited for it. So.
Good.
Other than that, I'm still watching The Amazing Race. I've watched like three seasons now because I'm addicted. It's so fun to watch, like just watching people do these crazy things and going around the world and experience the culture and stuff like that.
That's true. Everybody, I feel like as a society we generally dog on reality TV, but like it's just so like anyone will watch it.
Yeah, definitely. It's like junk food for like television.
It definitely is. And everyone has at least one reality TV show that they will love. And it's just, it's crazy.
Definitely.
But that's good. That's really cool.
And Hammond came out today, the
Who's that?
hamster from Overwatch.
Oh, yes.
I haven't played him yet, but I'm going to soon probably.
Solid. I'm sure the internet will be aflood with more fan art.
Yep.
That's excellent. Good stuff. Well, I think that about does it for us this week, everybody. Thank you so much for listening to us rant and rave about Luke Cage and other things that we are unsatisfied with. But let us know how you were or how you felt about Luke Cage, and if there's anything that came out of Comic-Con that you were excited about or anything that you also hated. Let us know. You can hit us up on Twitter at TNYKPod. You can find us on Facebook at Those Nerds You Know or at TNYKPod. Those Nerds You Know. You can find the podcast on iTunes and on Google Podcasts, as well as YouTube, Stitcher Radio, CastBox, Podbean, all of those things. You can also drop us a line, email us at thosenerdsyouknowpod@gmail.com. I think that's about it. Thank you again for listening, and thanks to everyone who likes and comments and subscribes and gives us a review. We very much appreciate that, and it does definitely help. Pass us on. Let your friends know that we're a podcast and that we exist and that we talk about stuff that they might like to hear us talk about. You know, whatever helps. Thank you so much.
Professional opinions on the things.
But yeah, that's it for this week. My name's Ethan.
I'm Eddie.
And we are Those Nerds You Know. Bye.